Still that one, still that girl, still that chic, yeah. Still that boss making moves, getting rich, yeah. Crown on my head.
Hey y'all, what's good? I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff and whatever and what's not. This is your girl Sweet T, and I have some messages for you guys for the day. But first, as always, we're going to welcome Spirit in, and then we will get into your messages. Holy Spirit, of pure divine white light of the Most High God, I call you into this message. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the listener as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Ashe. Okay, y'all, what's up? What it is, what it do. So, someone's name could start with the letter M. Someone could be taking you could take your morning jogs or walks or afternoon, whatever time of day you do your cardio, your head clearing walks, whatever it is that you do. There could be something significant about that. If you haven't, but that's something like you used to do, Spirit is guiding you to get back into that, okay? As that can be very healing and just good to cleanse and clear your energy. Because you could be someone who you deal with a high level of stress and you're so used to it that it's storing itself in your body at this point, but I don't know, it's just something about that. You could also be someone who walks on a long trail that has a lot of those, I don't know the name of the flowers, but they're kind of it has a tall stem, and it's hard to describe. It's kind of bushy but at the very tip top of the plant, it has a little purple or a little yellow flower, okay? And they generally come in bunches, or there's a whole bunch of them. It's not just like tulips where you got a few that sprout, and I don't know. Anyway, there's something significant about that. Maybe you're someone who you a scenic walk where you see this regularly, or maybe you picked these as a child, or there's something about that. Anyway, someone's name could be Hope. There could be also something about tissue paper or toilet paper. There's also something about someone just wanting you to just roll with it, okay? Now, there is two different situations I am getting one dynamic where someone is lying, and they're putting on some type of front, or they're lying, or they're fabricating some type of story or some type of something, and they're wanting you to just roll with it when it comes to telling someone else, okay? So this could be this would even be your kids. You could have a kid that comes to you and tells you, oh yeah, Mom, we're going to such and such's house, but you look over and you see their friend's face kind of looking we're not going there, or they just look suspicious, okay? So that'll kind of be a giveaway to you if you are a parent and you're concerned about where your children will be and so on and so forth. Just pay attention to their friend, okay? Their friend could be the giveaway if your child is telling the story or not, okay? Because your child could be just telling look, just roll with it. You might even actually see them kind of nudge the friend, tap them real quick, or even the friend could get ready to say something. They could even possibly say something that could have you, just pay attention, okay? Now, mind you, this doesn't have to be your kids. It could be any other dynamic, right? Because this will be your bae, right? And he's yeah, babe, me and Scott about to go whoop-de-woo, and Scott's looking at him now you know good and damn well we are not about to go. Or Scott could even say like, wait, what you mean? I thought we was, you know what I'm saying? And then your dude could like tap him real quick, like, hey, like, shut up, like, you know, that type of vibe. I don't know, something about that. Also, the number 64 could be significant, or the number 1, or even, like I say, 6 or 4. That could be like your life path number, something like that. Oh, duh, and I have to give you the other dynamic. So the other dynamic is, there's like something, it's like it's giving secrecy, but it's like a good thing. So like, there could be someone wanting to do something kind or loving or thoughtful for you, but like it's something about somebody just telling them like, just roll with it. So maybe they like gave somebody an idea. They're like, hey, this is the idea, this is the plan, this is what I want to do, look, just roll with it, okay? Like, somebody could be a little confused, like, well, how you gonna pull that off? Or like, they're gonna know, or like, because you could be someone who I'm hearing the word nosy, so they could refer to you as nosy, but it's not even that. I'm getting like, you're not really big on surprises, and you're just very aware and observant, so it's kind of hard to surprise you. And there could be something there where you know, a loved one or a friend or whoever, they're like, yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do, blah blah blah, blah. And you know, whoever the other party is, they're like, man, you know, she do not like surprises, like, I don't know how this is gonna go. They're like, man, just roll with it, like, it's cool, they're gonna be happy, they ain't gonna trip once they, you know, see the surprise, or once they, you know, whatever. So something about that, okay? There's also something about, you could be coming into some type of deal where you get something for half the price, okay? There is something about, be mindful who you're having conversations with at this time. Someone could be like collecting information, like they could be very, you know, they could act like they're for you, and they're open to listening to you vent, or they're supportive of your opinion, or they agree with you about something that you're speaking on, or someone that you're speaking on, and the whole time they're just collecting the information because here's the funny part, whoever this person is, they really have no reasoning as to why they feel the need to even collect this information, nor why they would even feel the need to share it with whoever like you're speaking about, because they don't benefit in any way. It's just giving somebody that's messy, someone who likes drama and chaos and confusion because they're used to drama and chaos and confusion in their life. Something about someone doesn't have peace in their own home, so they're very unsatisfied, and they don't want, like, they can't stand, I don't know, it's something about any opportunity that they get to create this type of dynamic in someone else's home, they'll take it. Okay, so just be mindful of who you're talking to, because you could talk to someone about somebody, like say you got a roommate, right? I'm just throwing out different scenarios, and hey, if it applies, it applies. Matter of fact, let me throw out my disclaimer before I finish my message. If the message is yours, receive it to be so. If it does not flow, let it go. Bits and pieces of this message could apply to you, if not the full message. Okay, so take what's yours and let the rest go ahead by the wayside. Okay, do not force anything to fit. All right, and definitely go check out some of the other videos on the channel, as they may resonate with you as well. Okay, but yeah, so back to your message. So you can have like a roommate, right, or whoever, somebody can have a roommate, and say, now also, mind you, this could be a past situation as well. But so say, you know, one of your so-called friends comes over, and this could be a mutual friend of you both, and y'all sitting and y'all chopping it up, you know, and you're telling them like, man, like this roommate situation is real wild, you know, it's like such and such does this and they do that, and they don't clean up after themselves, and blase, right? And the whole time this person's just listening, and they like, yeah, I know, because, you know, you remember when they lived with me, and yeah, they did this and they did that, or yeah, because when I come over here, I never see them clean up, or just different stuff like that, right? And whole time this person just can't wait to be able to be alone with this other person that you were speaking about, so they can dish out the tea. Yeah, such and such was saying that you don't do this and you don't do that and blase blase. So mind you guys, there could be some type of issue that comes about via this, or just this took place based off the person's energy. Like if you return home and you notice like this person kind of has a little bit of an attitude, or they're just acting real, distant, or like they don't want to speak or whatever it is, just know that like that took place, right? Okay. So in the future, just be mindful of who you talk to about certain things, because some people just really don't care and they like being messy. Because I don't feel like you said anything that was like bad or wrong. It was just you expressing how you felt about certain things that are taking place and or are not taking place within your home. Okay. Now granted, hey, one or two of y'all or a few of y'all might have said a few little things that weren't all that great, but I do get an energy there, because I'm getting how people say, how do you say it? It's like if I said something, I can say it to your face. It's giving that energy. So this could even be things that you've already said to this person. So it's not like it's a secret. It's not like, you're not bold enough to express these things to this person. You were just kind of talking with this other person about it, and this other person was trying to be messy and be dramatic, So, there's that, and maybe even if this person says something and then you notice something's going on, like this person could even say something to you like, so did you tell such and such, blah 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 blah, and you're like, well yeah, but I've been told you that, like this ain't nothing new. Or it presents the opportunity for you to actually speak up and say what you've been feeling, like, well yeah, I said something to them because one, you always blah 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 blah, but then when it comes to me, blah 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 blah, or I just I've been noticing that you don't do this or you don't do that, and we live here together and I want you to participate in being reciprocal about making sure that the house is clean, or being respectful of me and my things, or I don't know, it's something like that. Okay, so just take that energy as you will. There's also something about something like, there could be a difference in the two of you, or this could just apply to something totally different, but there's something about small and large. Okay, so like one of the friends could be a smaller individual, the other friend could be a larger individual. Okay, I'm also getting the letter A as well, so that could be someone's initial, or this could even be like a starting point for something new. There's also, be mindful, like, because at the time of me recording this message, it is Mercury retrograde, so that is possibly why this could even be taking place. So like I said, just be mindful of the conversations that you're having with people, because you don't want it to be anything that turns into something that's unnecessary, because there could be a lot of what's the word I want to use? I was ready to say discrepancies, but that's not even really what I was trying to say. There could just be some miscommunication. So just be mindful that you're very clear before you speak, right? Be careful not to say things that like you can't take back, that can leave a lasting impression. Yeah. Also, okay. So this is really unfortunate, but there's something about someone's loved one that it's like this person likes to play in your face, and they do little things to see if you'll react or respond, or if you'll get it, and it's eating away at them because you never respond, and even if you do respond, like, you just eat them up with the response in itself. It's also something about someone, like, you could be someone who you make regular post or repost or speak like subliminally on your social media, and someone could always assume you're talking about them, and it's just because they're naturally triggered because they're very insecure, because there could be things that are going on with this person that you don't even know anything about, but because you reposted something, they're like, oh, see, they trying to be funny. Yeah. So it's like they take offense, and then they try to be funny towards you, when the whole time, like, you weren't even talking about them. You liked the post, so you reposted it. It's something like that. But it's also something about, like, every time this person tries to come for you in whatever way it is, right? Whether they're trying to be funny right in your face, whether they're trying to post certain things online to, like, stir up your feelings, it's like it immediately backfires for them in some way. Like, something's taken from them, something slows down for them, they start losing money, they fall out with, friends and family or their lover, like, just things start to go left for them because they're not realizing that they're sending negative energy to someone who genuinely cares for them. And it's something about, like, you don't intend to do them any harm or anything like that. Like, you love this person, but you do also acknowledge that this person is not I don't say they don't have your best interest at heart, but this person could just be very insecure and, like, jealous of you, because I'm also getting something about somebody feels like you're prettier, or that you're more handsome than they are, or that you pull more ladies, or that you can get any guy you want, or maybe you've had certain guys in the past that, like, they know they could never get, and it bothers them and it makes them feel some type of way towards you. Or you could have, like, this bomb ass body, or you could be very chiseled and you work out and you have a really nice, body that a lot of women crave, or you could just be really fine, and this person doesn't feel they are, for whatever reason. But that's obviously an inner thing, right? So that has nothing to do with you. Like, you didn't, it's not that much you can do about how God created you, aside from, go do the things that other people do, which is, go get plastic surgery and so on and so forth, right? Those type of things, yes. But I don't feel that. I feel like this is someone who, like, you're naturally in your state of being. Yeah, you may, like, eat well or work out or something to maintain your body, or you could have, like, a really bomb ass skincare routine, and so your face is, like, flawless, or you just upkeep yourself really well, or you just have this naturally amazing, genuine spirit, so that alone keeps you young looking and sexy and appealing, and your light shines bright because you don't have this darkness that you're holding within on the inside, and this resentment and anger towards others just because you don't look like them or something like that. This person has a really big issue with comparison, and they compare themselves to every person that they're around instead of just looking in the mirror and loving themselves for who they are naturally. So yeah, be mindful of who you're dealing with. If you kind of get an inkling of who I'm talking about, or you immediately knew who I was talking about, just be careful when dealing with that person. Don't dim your light, keep being who you are, but just be careful with that person, because these type of people will try to tear you down and try to humble you and try to make you feel less than, or like you're not enough, when in fact you're everything and more, and they know that, and that's why they try to attack you regularly. But you'll just pay attention. Just start seeing what you see with certain people around you. If, like, you look up and they're like, man, I just did this and now I'm losing this, or I just fell out with my boyfriend and I don't know what's going on, or I just fell out with my lady and she just tripping for no reason out of nowhere, and like it's because they've been sending you really bad energy, and they're not realizing that they're just putting karma out for themselves, So I don't know, something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the messages there for right now. So I hope these were helpful for you guys. I love y'all, and I'll holler at y'all later. Don't forget to go check out some of the other videos on the channel. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. All right, see ya.
Still that one, still that girl, still that chic, yeah. Still that boss making moves, getting rich, yeah.